Hello YouTubers, subscribers and friends, welcome to my channel. It's a beautiful 70 degrees out right now. Beautiful sunshine. It's probably been about 5 months since I've been in this canyon. Beautiful saguaros. I want to go see if the Bigfoot beds are still there. So about 2.5 years ago, when I first discovered these, what I call Bigfoot beds, it was in the middle of summertime. It was like July. Remnants of these beds are still there. This was the biggest one I found. This whole area right here was just covered with this buffalo grass. And the reason why I call it Bigfoot bed, it's because when I discovered this bed, I was looking around to see where this grass came from, this buffalo grass, and it was taken out of this area right over here. So I went over here and I found this huge footprint, which was right there. It didn't look like this. This was all flat, and it was sunken down about 3/4 of an inch deep, and it was 14 inches length of footprint. You could clearly see the toe outline. You could tell it was a bare footprint, and it was so deep and the ground is so hard that I came back many days, weeks later with a friend of mine who weighs 275 pounds, and he tried to make an indentation in the ground right next to the print, which was still there, and he couldn't. So that tells me something really, really heavy made that footprint. There was only one, and there's no buffalo grass here, but there's some over here, and this stuff is really hard to pull out. So this wasn't the first bed I found. I mean, if you've been following me for a while, you know all about the story, but if you're new to the channel, I found more than one bed out here. This was the second to the last bed I found, but this was the biggest. I'll go show you where I found the first bed. And the reason why I call them beds, because as a survivalist, I've taken survival classes. They teach you how to make bed out of weeds, and you want to make sure that the roots are pointing out, not in, to where you got to lay on them. So let's go look in the area where I found the first bed. Birds are out like crazy today. Looks like he's got a mohawk. Is it a mohawk? Or, I don't know. Can't tell. I don't know what kind of bird that is. The reason why I haven't been coming here, because every time I go by, there's been like tons of people hiking in this canyon, and there was nobody here today as I was driving by, so I pulled in really quick. This is the spot. Now before, this was all level. I had a bunch of buffalo grass there when I was first walking this way. I saw the grass, and I went all the way to the end of the trail, and then when I came back, it smelled like fresh pulled grass. There's a lizard right there. So I was just sniffing around because it was such a strong smell, and then I noticed up here there was a whole bunch of buffalo grass right here, and this bed was the very first bed that I found. And to this date, I still don't know who or what made these beds. You see all the root system is pointing outwards. That's why I say it's a bed. And these rocks, before there was only one rock, this one big rock sitting in it. And now look at all these rocks here. 2.5 years later, these beds are still here. Every single one of them are still here. And like I said, I have no clue who or what or why these were made. Now, I've talked about this many, many times. The video where I found the footprint has been removed from my channel. I didn't do it. I don't know who removed it. But I had talked to a psychic from Australia that told me that it was a Bigfoot and to leave it an offering, which I did here. I made a video putting a couple oranges here, and since then these rocks are still jammed in here. I came back like 7 days, 8 days later, and the oranges were were gone. So something or somebody removed them. Alright, let's go to the other 2 and 3 beds that I found. After I found the first bed, I kept coming back every day, and every day I would find a new bed. The second bed I found was right here, but it's a much smaller one. Now there's even more rocks put on it now. Been a long time since I came and looked at these beds. Before there was only one rock. It was just one big one. But now there's these other ones here. I don't know who's doing this or what's doing this. This was the second bed. And I left, and then when I came back the next day, this rock wall was put here because somebody's like telling me to stay out of this area. And as I was looking at this rock wall, I noticed that there's another bed right here. When I found that bed, this bed wasn't here. And now this one has a couple more rocks put on it also. But these are much, much smaller. The reason I call them Bigfoot beds is because I watch a lot of videos on Bigfoot. And there are a lot of Arizona sightings in Tucson, up in the mountains area, up in Reddington Pass and Sabino Canyon. So this was the second, this was the third, and then the very big one that I showed at the beginning of the video was the fourth. And then the fifth one I'll show you as I'm leaving the canyon. It's a much, much smaller one. But every day I'd come out here, there'd be new beds like this rock. This rock was never here before. So, I don't know. This bird keeps following me, and it was squawking. Now it's quiet. I don't know what kind of bird it is, but it keeps following me. That sun feels awesome. Now the birds are singing. That bird's following me, he's over there. So the last one I found, I was hiking out of this canyon, and I noticed this saguaro cactus. It looks really weird. You know, it's kind of wavy looking. And as I was looking up there, I had noticed that there was a trail ripped out of buffalo grass right here. And I saw right up here, and it's still there, a smaller little bed, like a nest size. And that has more rocks put on it also, and that's still there. So to this day, I still don't know who, what, or why these beds were made, which I call them buffalo beds. But I've had a lot of people that do Sasquatch videos on YouTube that have saw my video and it told me I stumbled onto a family of Sasquatch beds. And the guy that's been researching Bigfoot for 30 years, he lives in Tucson and lives on the east side of Tucson. He sent me some pictures and he asked me not to put them on YouTube or show to anybody of Sasquatch beds in Arizona, and they look very, very similar. And like I said, I had a video showing the Bigfoot footprint, and certain people visited my house and threatened me to remove it. I told them I wasn't going to remove it, and a couple days later it was removed off my channel. I don't have any video of that, because once I edit something and upload to YouTube, I don't keep any the original stuff. But it's strange that these things are still here 2.5 years later. You know, it's almost 2020. I found these in July of 2017, and it's just strange. And then I got a lot of people tell me, "Oh, you probably did." I didn't. I have no reason to do it. You know, my channel's not about pranking or fakes or anything like that. I just document what I see and experience on my hikes. Anyways, that's going to be the video today. I just wanted to stop in really quick and see if they're still here, and they are. And I still don't know who made them or why they were made. There's a beautiful butterfly flying around here. Anyways, if you like these kind of videos, give me a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button. It don't cost you anything, it's for free. Like always, thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. Be kind to people, treat people the way you would like to be treated with kindness. And if the Lord willing and the creeks don't rise, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gone.